Hello everybody, this is Josh, and Jen and unfortunately Annalise are not here today. However, we are here at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg's Water Country, USA. We are taking a look at the new Cutback Water Coaster that's opening up this summer. We're going to get a construction tour. I got my hard hat on, you can hear it. But we got a whole bunch of people over here, a whole bunch of construction equipment, but we're going to go inside the park, take a look at the construction, see what's going on. And then once we're done that, we're going to head over and see Finnegan's flyer over at the actual Busch Gardens Williamsburg Park. So enjoy this video, and hopefully you guys are excited for these rides coming to the Busch Gardens Williamsburg Parks this year. So we have arrived to the site here for Cutback Water Coaster. You can see it starts way up there. Comes down here, got some saucers, some hills. Those saucers are at a steep angle, so that's going to be pretty wicked actually. You got a little hill down here, final turn, and then into the final splash. I know it uses a lot of the supports from the original ride that was here, so that's pretty cool too. But we're going to find out more about this very soon. But yeah, it's looking pretty good, and as you can see, there they are. Well, they're working on this right now. And this will be ready for summertime.
We started construction last fall on this project, and it was a very wet spring, so very wet winter, I should say. So it's been a lot of fun. Contractors have been great, but you know, we had to do a lot of demo of the previous meltdown ride. Then we started with the foundations, and pretty much once the foundations were done, ProSlide just came in and put the ride up really quickly. The last piece was the start tub, which went in just a couple weeks ago, I think. And we're just finishing up the piping and the electrical, and we're going to be testing it probably early April. So we're really excited to be showing this to you guys. If you've never ridden or never really heard of a water coaster before, there's two different kinds. One is hydromagnetic, and pretty much you got a magnet that kind of guides the raft through. We chose to do the water propulsion instead. This one you get really wet. Our summers in Virginia are very hot, very humid, and our guest likes to get wet. So we're happy to provide that for them. Elizabeth and I both have ridden one of these before, and it's really fun when you're on the back of the raft, because as you go up the propulsion area, there's kind of a surprise wave of water that just comes back and drenches you. So hate to be a spoiler about that, but it's really a lot of fun. I think you guys will enjoy it. We have a brand new start tub at the top. It's kind of an inline start tub, so it'll alternate between the two sides of the tower. So as you go in, group from the left goes in, group from the right, and then they go down. After that, there are 5 of these saucer elements, which I think Cindy said look like the peppermint candy, right? We should get some of that. Maybe.
All right,
okay. Do that. And then you'll see 3 of the launch areas. And these are actually the uphill sections, which are very unique to a water coaster.
And as you look at all these elements, I'm sure you're wondering, what's it going to be like? As you sit atop that platform and you prepare for your first trip down Cutback, you're wondering, what is a water coaster? I've never experienced something like this. You're wondering, how do I go uphill? And that's what it's about. You're experiencing some of the great things we love about roller coasters brought into a water slide. So you've got G-forces, you've got centrifugal forces, you've got speed. You have so much going on in the slide. But after you come through that first flying saucer, after the first drop, what you're going to experience is what's really unique and makes it a water coaster. You're going back uphill. And that means it's not just one trip downhill during your ride. You get to go up, you go down, you go around. And so you're going to experience the centrifugal forces like the helix of a roller coaster as you come through those flying saucers. And those are the points where you're going to hit the greatest speeds and really feel what it is to come around there.
I don't want to correct you, but I will. We haven't decided on the exact opening date. It's going to be in May, so we'll have that information to share with you guys shortly and later on in the next couple of weeks or so.
That's funny, Cindy did the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thing.
Right in front of us, you can see
I know.
one of the water propulsion systems set up here. So that's going to take you from over here and then push you back up and then head you down this way. These saucers are way steeper than I thought they would be. Like this one here, like I'm staring right at it, so you can kind of get like a 45-degree angle. That looks
Watch your step. I know
amazing.
there's a lot of things in the way.
See,
here.
it starts up there, through a saucer, up a hill, over here. It's going to be an awesome ride.
Unique part of the water coaster where you're going to go uphill. So what forces you up the hill are these nozzles, okay? We have some pretty giant pumps that are going to go in our pump building down below, and they're going to force water into the sides of the raft. There's a raft up top that you're going to see in a little bit, and there's these pockets in the side of the raft. So the nozzles, which are on either side of that section of slide, are going to literally push the raft up the hill. Okay, so that's kind of the unique part of it. And once you get up, you're going to slide down again, and the centrifugal force will push you to the outside of the saucer area and take you down to the next area. So I can't wait for it to be open. I think you guys are just going to really enjoy this. Anybody that's a coaster fan, this is going to feel like a coaster, except you get wet. So the best of both worlds, right?
Yes, sir. You come out of the tube here and then back into the other tube.
Right.
How does that work? Do you just hug the wall just like you're in the tube?
You hug the wall. Okay. Yeah. In fact, as you're coming down here, you're gonna as you go downhill, you're gonna get some speed, and it's gonna kind of force you to the outside of that saucer element, and then throw you into the next section.
Cool.
Yeah. The neat part is it's open, and that way, you know, in the rest of the slide, you're kind of enclosed, so that during that part of it, you get to kind of look out and see, you know, see the rest of the area. As you're holding on, please hold on.
So we are about to head to the top of Cutback Water Coaster. Take a look at the view from up top, as well as they've got one of the rafts here. So we're going to take a look at that. But thankfully I wore comfortable shoes today because it's going to be quite the walk.
When you come out, the centrifugal force will pick you up. It's got like a lift that'll kind of guide you, but the water rushes you out. So you're not anywhere near.
So we're now on the top of the structure for Cutback Water Coaster. Get a great view of this. Awesome looking ride.
That backseat rider's going to get some of that water propulsion hitting you too. Right by the time you get to the top of the hill, all of a sudden it starts hitting you also. And so that's when you get the big jet of water hitting you.
So the backseat person gets the wave. It's cramped.
So we're getting the water.
I feel like I'm taking it all in.
Yep. Okay. All right. Thanks.
We have now teleported over to Busch Garden, Williamsburg, where we're going to go take a look at Finnegan's Flyer construction. But you can kind of, I think, that's probably some of it right there. So we'll take you inside the park and show you guys what's going on there. As we enter into Ireland here at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, you can see they are getting nice and ready for Member Preview Day coming up this Saturday. Said get your green on coming into this area, and well, there's green everywhere. So that should be awesome. And then as we get closer, you can start seeing more and more of Finnegan's Flyer revealed. Now this is Jen's favorite type of flat ride. I absolutely love it as well. But Jen is going to go crazy over this ride once she gets on it, so that will be awesome. And then eventually when Annalise is older, she'll probably love it too. So when we get closer, we'll do some more filming and give you guys some more updates.
So what you're looking at is Finnegan's Flyer. This is the start of the ride. Obviously, when we say it's a construction tour, this is a construction tour. So they're right in the midst of constructing this. This support leg just went in earlier this week, and they're working on another one of the support legs right now to get that in place. But you know, work's going on. We're excited about the progress, and Susie's here. She can kind of shed some light on the process of how this is manufactured and how the construction comes to be here at Busch Gardens.
Yeah, so this Screaming Swing is the generic name for the ride. S&S Worldwide is the ride manufacturer. We're really excited to be working with them, and they've been awesome to work with. They're headquartered in Utah, and Nathan and I were able to actually make a trip out there a few weeks ago to see some of these pieces actually being constructed. We had some theming paint added, and we actually did that. We sent our thematic painter to Utah, where she was able to paint the pieces while there, which kind of expedited erection here, which was awesome. Nice to be able to kind of plan things and watch the plan go together. So we've been real excited about that. Like Nathan said, we have these two big tower legs that connect. There's a lot of electrical and mechanical equipment inside there. Some of it's there already, some of it will be added the next few weeks. And once the next tower leg's there, then there's an axle and a top piece that go, and that'll support the actual two swings. And Elizabeth, I think you're going to talk a little bit about the swing, the way it functions. But basically, it runs on compressed air. We have these two giant compressors that push air through some air tanks, which are actually underneath the deck. You might be able to see them from the other side of the bridge. And then from there, the air is thrust into the pistons inside these tower legs, and that is what propels the swings back and forth. So all that work's still being done, and you know, we're looking at a May opening, so we're real excited about that. I was talking about the swing to somebody over at Water Country. The swing is actually 80 feet tall, so it's not your backyard swing. It's definitely more of a thrill ride type thing. You're about 30 feet above the ground below, so those guests that are on the back side of the swing, when you're up in the air, you're going to look down, and it's going to be quite a distance that you're going to see. So I think it's going to offer a real thrill for our guests.
When you hear swing, that's exactly what we're talking about. You remember that moment when you're a kid and you're swinging and it reaches the peak, and you have that moment when you come off the swing as it starts to drop backwards? That's what this ride is all about. This is an airtime monster. You hear coaster enthusiasts talk about they love their negative G's. This is a negative G ride. So you're literally going to get to swing and enjoy the sights around you, Busch Gardens, the beauty. But what's great is as the spectators gather here, they're going to hear the giggles, the screams, and get to witness all those memories being made. Because this is going to be a rite of passage that kids will look forward to the moment they get to board with their entire family to ride, because it fulfills that childhood fun in us. This is a ride addition to Busch Gardens like no other that they have. So you're going to hear those screams and all the fun that is to be had right here on this future of the Screaming Swing. So your legs can kick and dangle. You're going to experience a full-fledged swing experience right here. And it's so nice to see such a tall addition to the Ireland area. I just imagine this area truly coming to life of fun and families here this summer.
So as you can see, we got a little bit of a closer up view here, and it is very, very much an active construction site. They've got one part of the support column up here, the other one is laying flat there. Not sure when that's going to go vertical, but over here you get a great view of just how high up this is going to be. So at full swing it goes about 81 feet, and then from platform to ground is about 30 feet. So you figure a good, 110 feet up in the air for those that are facing backwards. So that's going to be the prime spot. So you're going to want those seats that are on that side of the platform, and then you'll be able to get a nice face down view of that. It's awesome. So over here you see a lot of what will be the queue and loading platform. So that's where the ride will be. This looks like where you will queue up. And then you've got all of this as well. This is all new. You see the train going over in the background there. So yeah, looks awesome. It should be really, really good once it's done.
Right there.
Oh, that's really far away. Yeah, I knew they were going to hire behind it. Didn't know exactly here. That answers that question.
Oh, right back there. We just got pointed out that that's where the air compressor is going to be. So, quite far away.
You can see that's the other, so the one support leg is right there, and it's actually installed. The other one's on its side. They're actually stuffing it and getting ready to install that one on the other side.
Awesome.
So we should, in the next day or two, have the other leg up.
And then that down there is...
Those will go, I believe those go on top legs.
Okay. So another little area here to get a really great vantage point of Finnegan's Flyer through the trees here. You can see, let me zoom in and try to focus. It wants to focus on the tree. Either way, you can get an idea there of just how high it will be out over the little ravine here. So you've got the one support installed on the right there. The other one laying flat that you saw from the other angle. And then down here, you got another one of the support columns that will go on top as well. That they are hoisting. They're just getting it ready, getting it prepped. So once the stride comes together, it should be a really great addition here in Ireland. It's a fun ride. When you look at it, you think, yeah, it's just a swing. But screaming swings are great if you've not been on one before. We might get some more views, and we'll be back. Let's do something that we don't normally get to do, and that is walking along the train tracks, which is going to give us a great vantage point.
If you're going to cross over, just be careful.
Okay, let me talk to you. Hey.
I'd be just the one to phone.
Okay.
So from here you can get a better idea of how much progress they've made, how this is going to look while you're on the sky ride up there, and coming down along the train tracks. It's going to be awesome. Here's a great shot of what the supports will look like blending into the Ireland area and the theming on it. This is right by stables and coming up to the bridge. So obviously these construction walls will come down and will give a great vantage point into Finnegan's Flyer when it opens. As you walk through Ireland, I never noticed that you can hear goats and stuff. It's awesome. And over here you can see the new souvenir cups. Nice green ones. They're upside down, but still, they look pretty awesome. It's very weird walking through this park when it's like empty. You go behind the waterfall and get the pot of gold. So I'm in the car now because I forgot to film an outro when I was in park. But we'll zoom in on the construction crane there for Finnegan's Flyer, and yeah, wanted to say a huge thanks to Busch Gardens for having us out here today. Nice hot day, nice and warm. Awesome to see Cutback Water Coaster in person. Ride looks way better than I imagined it. As well, Finnegan's Flyer is looking awesome. It'll be great when it's opened. No firm opening date yet on that. I believe they were saying sometime in May, hopefully. But it looks like as I'm filming this, I could be wrong, it looks like they're trying to raise up one of those pieces that was on the ground, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, so for J-Force, this has been Josh, and Jan and Annalise will be back in videos very soon. But we'll be back at Busch Gardens. I'm not sure if we'll be here for opening weekend or member preview weekend coming up, but we will be back at the park very, very soon to check out everything and get on some coasters because it has been far too long. So until then, make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment down below. What are you looking forward to at Busch Gardens Williamsburg this year? And what do you want to see us cover? Until then, ciao.